Syracuse's classic rock.
A little bit after 8 o'clock, busy Wednesday morning underway. Thanks again to Christy Casciano from the News Channel 9 as we welcome in the one, the only, Mr. Skin from MrSkin.com. Skin, morning.
Hey, Gomez, how are you?
Good, oh, good. And Lisa here as well.
Skin.
And it's
Hey, Lisa.
this is like the first time I think that you've followed like a legitimate news anchor.
Well, you know what? As I was listening to that, I started to feel very guilty about what I do for a living because that was so wholesome. And then I'm like thinking to myself, oh my God, now I got to talk about nudity in movies and television. I got to follow that up. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
That's okay. I mean, it's been obviously a busy year for you. Well, first an update, 2026. How are things there for you so far this year?
Still going strong. Listen, I'll say this, MrSkin.com, it's not as popular as it was in maybe the first 10 or 15 years of what we do, but luckily I have this incredible team, and we've diversified not only Mr. Skin, but we have other websites we own and other technology businesses we do, and Mr. Skin is still our most important thing, but I'm not just Mr. Skin anymore, which has been pretty cool. But more importantly, I've been doing this for 27 years. And when, we're going to talk about our Anatomy Awards, and when I see the number 27th for 27th annual, it's like, how many people have done something in the internet for 27 years? There's just not a lot. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Like even Facebook didn't start till 2005, so.
That's true. I mean, when you think, especially in that world, the digital world, just things, they got a short shelf life before something different comes along that grabs people's attention.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And I've been doing my Anatomy Awards on your show, I think, since the beginning of this. I'm pretty sure, because my first Anatomy Awards was March of 2000, which was, we always do it around Oscar time. And, so I know I've been doing it on your show for almost the whole time. So.
Well, we're proud of that.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Skin. We're very happy to be
well, thanks for airing that beautiful, happy, wholesome segment right before I come on. I really appreciate it.
Well, let's get that right after here, the Anatomy Awards. And again, busier than ever in the Skin Labs because there's so many platforms that your guys have to check out.
Yeah, and I also I should mention, everyone, that our Anatomy Awards is a parody on the Oscars. It's all the best in nudity from not just the U.S. movies and television, but from all over the world. And that's what really makes it fun, which I'm going to share with you guys today, is some of the highlights. What makes it fun for me is I'm able to curate the weirdest and wildest stuff that's happened. Not just the best breasts and best butt and best girl scene, which is, of course, very important awards.
Yes,
but
yes.
we also, for me, what is fun is to find these weird scenes from all over the world and then show you guys what happened, some of the best of it. Like, for instance, the first one I wanted to mention to you is our best making out with yourself scene. And it's Blake Lively in a movie called Another Simple Favor. Now, not the plot's convoluted, but Blake Lively basically plays multiple characters in this movie. But there is a scene at the hour and 47-minute mark. Thanks to CGI, she is able to make out with herself, and it's you can't tell. It's like it really truly looks like she's making out with herself, and I had never seen that before. And that's an example of, we have to make an Anatomy Award for that because that's so cool, Yeah.
Rolling with the times.
Yeah, I can't imagine what they'll be able to do 5 years from now. But, just so you know, when I started the Anatomy Awards, this was probably not possible technology-wise, but now it is. So we had to celebrate that. Every year we try to do a best nip slip. And and what makes a great nip slip for all you people out there is what makes a great one is, number one, is it someone who's never been nude? Number two, was it an accident? That's those two. If you hit those two things, it's an awesome nip slip.
It's the Holy Grail.
Oh, the Holy Grail. And it's funny, this year was something we don't usually get, but on July 11th, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano had this Netflix female boxing match that 6 million people tuned into. The undercard was Alicia Baumgartner versus Jennifer Miranda. And during the fight, Alicia Baumgartner had multiple nip slips, which we were able to capture. Now, we don't usually get nudity from live sporting events, but if it happens, we have to report on it. This is very important. So if you haven't seen that, again, and I should mention, we have 42 total categories for this year's Anatomy Awards, and I'm obviously giving you some highlights here, but
sure.
I know, Gomez, you're always interested in who won Best Breasts because this is a very important award. And we've had 27 Anatomy Awards and 27 winners. And this year's winner is Molly Gordon in a movie called Oh Hi. If you don't know who she is, if you know the show The Bear on Hulu, she plays Jeremy Allen White's girlfriend. She had never done a nude scene before. And Gomez, of all the topless scenes we saw in 2025, Molly Gordon was was the winner, which, as you can imagine, is very important. A couple other crazy ones. I want to give you an idea of the difference between, say, a French mainstream movie and an American mainstream movie. It's our best OMG-YN visit. It's Nomi Merlant in The Balconettes. And she's not an A-list actress, but she's not a D-list actress. So in this horror comedy, she is at a doctor's office in the stirrups and in a perfectly lit room for 37 seconds with the camera right there in this movie. And we were like, oh, my God. I mean, I don't think American audiences realize what is going on in some of these foreign countries. But this is a mainstream film and really an incredible scene. So,
well, it is. I've got it pulled up right here, and I can't imagine. In fact, I'm looking to make sure that I don't have any colleagues walking by the studio.
I was going to say, I've heard of looking up old friends, but this is ridiculous. Yes, as Woody Allen said famously. Yes. So anyway, and then we have we had fun with a lot. Like one was Sydney Sweeney. At our website over the last year and a half, 2 years, the most searched or popular actress is Sydney Sweeney, right? And she is in media and Google and everything. So she did a movie directed by Ron Howard this year called Eden with Jude Law, and it's a drama thriller. And there's a scene where she's holding a baby and she's talking to someone. She opens her nightgown to reveal her left breast. And hey, Sydney Sweeney, this wasn't her first nude scene, but any Sydney Sweeney nude scene is news for us. And we called this our best left tot scene. So it's definitely one you want to check out. And like I said, it's not her first nude scene, but it was kind of a fun one. Couple other things to mention. I can't believe this aired on HBO and where HBO is today versus when I started MrSkin.com, but there's a famous show or a popular show called Peacemaker, which is directed, and this episode was directed by James Gunn, who also was the director for last summer's Superman, big blockbuster movie. And this one, Gomez, our best orgy scene. This was in the first episode of the second season, and John Cena, the famous actor now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he wants to be a superhero in this, but in this scene, it's a funny scene. He wakes up from a drug-induced stupor and realizes he's in the middle of a huge orgy party where there's about 12 naked women and naked men, by the way, fully nude, and it's actually done. It's a very funny scene, but you're sitting here going, on HBO, they're showing all this, and it's pretty crazy stuff. So that's where we are now when it comes. It's not just the foreign films. American movies and TV shows are doing crazy stuff. So that was awesome. A couple other fun ones. You might like. We've never had a best bearded lady, which now again, this is from my Skinternational division. Found this, but it's from a French short film. It's called Hide That Beard, and Aurelia Laurent, she plays a woman who even if she shaves the beard, it immediately grows back. Luckily, she has a boyfriend that absolutely loves it, thinks it's so sexy. I don't know how, but it's weird because you see her topless, and she has a beard, and it's not like a small beard. It's like one of those Civil War beards, you know? It's, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Couple other ones real quickly. If this happens in a year, we always celebrate it, but we have our best nude over 70 scene. It's Glenn Close, who is not just over 70. She's 77 years old. She did a movie called The Summer Book, where she goes skinny dipping in the woods, and it's pretty jarring to see, Glenn Close was in The Big Chill in 83, Fatal Attraction in 87. I mean, she's been around a while. She's been nude before, but never, over 70 years old. So that was fun, and we definitely wanted to give an Anatomy Award to her. And, we have other ones. Before I get into the Lifetime Skin Achievement, I did want to point out a fun one, too, was there's a great show on HBO called The Pit. And I don't watch The Pit for the nudity. I watch The Pit because it's a great show.
It is a good show.
Oh, it's really good. The nudity is always like really weird, scary.
It's emergency room nudity, so it almost doesn't count.
Nudity, which is not sexy nudity, by the way. No. And so there was in the first season, the 6th episode. This actress Megan Barkley played someone who has to go to the emergency room because she got black market butt injections. So obviously not from a real doctor, and they deflate. So she's in the emergency room, and now this is a prosthetic because most of the graphic stuff on that show is fake. But we were blown away by the visual of her laying on her stomach with this deflated butt, and we called it our best cookie dough butt of the year. So we're having fun, but it was more to point out the absurdity and the weirdness of some of the nudity we see. And last but not least, I wanted to mention, and again, we've just scratched the surface here. I'm just giving you some highlights, but every year we do a Lifetime Skin Achievement Award, and we have fun with. What this means is it's an actress who's famous. It's an actress who has, is probably later in their career, but has also done groundbreaking or legendary nudity. And we noticed that 2026 is the 25th anniversary of one of the greatest nude years an actress ever had, and it's Halle Berry this year, who we gave the Lifetime Skin Achievement for. Do you remember in 2001? Do you remember that movie Swordfish, where she was sunbathing topless and she showed her breasts and that? And I always tell people, would you even remember Swordfish the movie if it wasn't for this fleeting topless scene from Halle Berry? Probably not. Everyone remembers that scene, but doesn't really remember much else about the movie. It wasn't, a great movie, but that scene was legendary. The same year, she did the movie Monsters Ball in 2001, where she had the 3-minute sex scene with Billy Bob Thornton. She won an Oscar. And what was groundbreaking about that scene, Gomez, is in like the 70s and 80s and 90s, if an actress did a ton of nudity or a graphic sex scene or, like the kind Halle Berry level sex scene in a movie, the Oscars kind of thought, they didn't give credit to the acting, and it was very hard to win awards when you do that. She won Best Actress and had a graphic 3-minute sex scene, and now you see it. It's way more common. It's way more common now, but she was kind of the one that had to do the great nude scene and win the Academy Award to kind of change that. So anyway, that's part of the reason we decided to celebrate her this year in the 25th anniversary of that great year of nudity.
Well done. And you mentioned the 27 years. People had texted in famous athletes who also wore number 27.
Oh.
So, it's opening day for baseball. How's in Chicago? Are you going to be heading out to the ballpark here?
Well, actually, funny thing. I'm going to. Well, I'm a White Sox fan, so I know it's like not really exciting when you guys have the Yankees and Mets, and you got all the other stuff, or Toronto, whatever it is, But what I am going to be I'll be at the White Sox home opener, and I'm going to go to a White Sox game in Miami before the home opener. So I'm excited for baseball to start too. So
okay. Well, Mike Trout is also number 27 as Giancarlo Stanton. So you share that 27 with some big names.
Mike Trout, yeah. I've followed his career since he was just started. That's really cool.
Since he was a minnow.
World famous Mr. Skin from MrSkin.com. The Anatomy Awards, you can see him online right now. Skin, as always, great to chat. Can I put you on hold just for a second there?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it's Mr. Skin. Check it out there again at MrSkin.com.